Hi, I wanted to make a short video to help you with the method slide for your presentation, which is something you should be working on this week. So I thought I would start here. It says, according to the U.S. National Science Foundation, which funds scientific research in our country, reproducibility of an experiment refers to the ability of a researcher to duplicate the results of a prior study using the same materials as were used by the original investigator. So a big part of science is describing an experiment so someone else could reproduce it. If a scientist conducts an experiment and discovers something, um, other scientists don't necessarily pay that much attention to it until they can reproduce the experiment and get the same results. Then they'll pay attention to it. Then they'll treat it as valid. Let's see. So what I did was here, I looked at, this is just a sample of some of my students' work. They were doing an experiment with a pendulum. So they pulled a mass back and let it swing through a photogate, which was a device that would help them find out how fast the pendulum was going when it went through the bottom of the swing. And this illustrates what I think we're looking for from you guys for your experiment. They created a figure and they annotated the figure. You know, they put a text box here that said put protractor in it. They drew an arrow pointing to the protractor. They actually drew the protractor themselves. So what you guys do for your experiment is entirely up to you. You could, if you have a good picture of the construction paper laying out in the sun with the thermometers in it, maybe even one of you like close by, you know, collecting the data. Some of you sent good pictures. Like that would work. If you want to, you know, draw something to represent the experiment, you could certainly do that. It's entirely up to you. You know, be creative as you can, have some fun if you can, but you should get some kind of image on a slide. And then this is called annotating the image, having text boxes and arrows. You know, they drew this little mass right here. They put an M underneath it to illustrate mass. So at some point, maybe when you're in high school, you'll possibly write a scientific paper and you would make a list of exactly what materials you use. And then you would write a step-by-step procedure. What we're looking for here is just a picture on a slide, a few words. You know, think about the important things in your experiment, you know, like thermometers, different color construction paper, things like that. And you should note those on your slide. And then we're going to have you record your team delivering the presentation. So then you'll talk about the picture to explain what you did in the experiment. And that's what my students had done when this particular group presented this. Just a couple of other things to mention here. There is a caption below the picture that has a name. In this group, this was figure 2. And then there's a few words describing what the picture shows. So that's what we're looking for from you. Some type of graphic with annotations that one of you will be able to talk about to describe the experiment. And then a caption, a name and a caption underneath the figure explaining what it shows. I hope that helps you get started. And as always, if you have any questions, you can email us and we will do our best to help you.